Welcome to Global Economic Press, where we deliver trusted global finance and economic news, analysis, and reports, empowering leaders and investors with reliable, timely insights. I'm your host, Alex Brady. In today's episode, we're diving into a groundbreaking organizational training program designed to address vicarious trauma and resilience in trauma-exposed organizations. Developed by Brave Providers, LLC, this initiative promises to transform how organizations support their teams in high-stress environments. Stay tuned as we explore the details of the Brave method and its potential impact on industries worldwide. Brave Providers Limited Liability Company today announced the launch of the Brave method, an organizational training program for trauma-exposed teams and the leaders responsible for them. Developed by founder Jenny Hughes, Doctor of Philosophy, a licensed clinical psychologist, and assistant professor in academic medicine, the training addresses a workforce challenge that spans industries. Organizations everywhere are working to retain skilled professionals whose jobs bring them into regular contact with trauma. Trauma exposure is a daily occupational reality for teams in mental and behavioral health, child welfare, victim services, healthcare, education, veterinary medicine, first response, crisis work, and the legal system. Organizations in these fields are contending with turnover and staffing shortages, and the cost of replacing a single experienced professional is estimated in the tens of thousands of dollars. The Brave method approaches the problem at the organizational level rather than the individual one, a direction supported by a 2022 systematic review in the European Journal of Psychotraumatology, which found that supervision quality, peer support, and workplace culture play a central role in how vicarious trauma affects professionals, and concluded that organizations have a responsibility to protect their staff. The framework treats vicarious trauma as a normal, expected part of trauma-exposed work, one that also opens the door to vicarious resilience, the growth and renewed sense of meaning professionals can experience through witnessing recovery, justice, and change in the people they serve. The training is built on a three-part framework. Teams learn to name it, identifying vicarious trauma and how it shows up across individuals and systems. Tame it, applying practical strategies to respond to its effects in real time. And reframe it, actively strengthening vicarious resilience through supervision, peer support, and day-to-day workflow. People who do trauma-exposed work aren't meant to do it in isolation, and their organizations can't solve retention with wellness perks alone, said Dr. Hughes. Vicarious trauma comes with being human in this work, and so does vicarious resilience. When an entire team shares a language for both, support stops depending on which supervisor you happen to have. Dr. Hughes developed the Brave method through her work with trauma therapists, the professionals with some of the most concentrated exposure to trauma of any field, and the framework is customized to each organization's roles and context. It is delivered virtually and on-site nationwide and is offered in 2 tiers. The core training is a half-day skills-based session where leadership and staff learn the framework side by side and leave with a shared language and practices they can put to use immediately. That foundation prepares organizations for the leadership enhancement, a full-day training that adds trauma-informed leadership development, equipping leaders to carry the framework into supervision, feedback, and the systems that shape how their teams experience the work. Pre- and post-training assessment is available with both tiers, and capacity is limited to a small number of organizations per month. The launch builds on Dr. Hughes's training and speaking work with organizations across sectors, including child-serving agencies, healthcare teams, and professional associations. We are so grateful to Jenny for helping us in our mission to educate professionals who serve children to promote prevention, recovery, and resilience in children who have experienced trauma, said the host of the Trauma Talks annual conference, where Hughes has presented. Dr. Hughes will expand on the framework in the Vicarious Trauma and Resilience podcast, launching in August 2026. Organizations can learn more and book a consultation at braveproviders.com/speaking.